wish upon a star. Makes no difference who you are. Anyone you'd like to hear will come to you. Bow and arrows up. Let's learn about Robin Hood and his friends. Starting with Robin Hood himself. Brave, daring, and ready for action, Robin is a master of disguise. He is happiest when he is going up against the villainous Sheriff of Nottingham, or Prince John, and enjoys his role robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. Robin shows his romantic side whenever he thinks of or sees Maid Marian. Robin is a generous soul who is adored by the people of Nottingham for the way he looks after them.
Did you know that?
Robin Hood has a price of 10,000 ingots on his head, and appears to be ambidextrous, as he can pull back his bowstring with either hand.
Now you know.
This is Maid Marian. Sweet, caring, and head over heels in love with Robin, Maid Marian longs for only one thing, to be married to her sweetheart. Robin and Marian met as children and fell in love as they grew older, but Marian left Nottingham for London, and the two were parted. Marian and Robin Hood are reunited when she returns to Nottingham, but she is unable to fully express her love for him. As the niece of King Richard, she often finds herself in the way of Robin's plans to foil Prince John. Ultimately, however, Marian stands up for Robin and the two marry.
Did you know that?
Maid Marian is the only female character in Robin Hood to wear shoes. All the others are surprisingly barefoot.
Now you know.
Meet Little John. Loyal, humorous, carefree, thoughtful, and courageous, Little John is Robin's best friend and sidekick. He's always looking out for his brave, but sometimes foolhardy friend. Unlike Robin, who takes risks, Little John is cautious. He thinks out the potential consequences of his actions and tries to make Robin do the same. This is Friar Tuck. Well-meaning and patient up to a point, the good friar is a man of peace. It is Friar Tuck who distributes the money Robin steals from the rich. He's quite brave and is willing to stand up for his people and what he thinks is right. But even he is capable of losing his temper, as he shows when he beats the sheriff with a stick for stealing from the poor box. Now, here is the Sheriff of Nottingham. Big and lumbering, the Sheriff of Nottingham politely goes about his business of looting the poor under the guise of collecting taxes for Prince John. To him, it's all in a day's work. He doesn't see anything wrong with ruthlessly extracting cash from the needy. The sheriff is constantly trying to capture Robin Hood, who foils him at every turn. Although often fooled by Robin Hood, the sheriff is not stupid. He actually is quite intelligent and rather cheery.
Did you know that?
The Sheriff of Nottingham was originally written to be a goat. He was later changed to a wolf, as wolves seem more villainous.
Now you know.
Say hello to Alan Adale. Alan Adale is the narrator of Robin Hood's tale. He is a minstrel and is always seen with his mandolin. Alan Adale shares Robin's story, filling in the audience on what is happening between the scenes. Alan Adale is also one of Robin's men and is instrumental in trapping Sir Hiss during the archery contest. Meet Skippy Bunny. Skippy is a 7-year-old bunny who lives in Nottingham. He's the oldest boy in his family and can usually be seen with his friend Toby Turtle and his sisters, Sis and Tagalong. Skippy is one of the Sheriff of Nottingham's many victims. The sheriff shows up at Skippy's 7th birthday party and steals the coin he has been given for his birthday. But Skippy's birthday is not all bad. He also gets a visit from his idol, Robin Hood, who gives him a bow and arrow in place of the coin that was stolen. Now, here's the vicious Prince John. A cowardly villain, Prince John is a weak, pathetic, vain figure who sucks his thumb and calls for his mommy when times are tough. The younger brother of King Richard, Prince John assumes the throne in King Richard's absence. He loves money more than anything and schemes to steal from the people of Nottingham to increase his own treasure trove. Although easily insulted, Prince John is also a bit of a bully. He often picks on Sir Hiss, who takes lots of verbal abuse from this sniveling ruler. Here is Sir Hiss himself. Prince John's whipping boy, Sir Hiss, is slimy, underhanded, and thoroughly loyal to the prince. He is often able to see through Robin Hood's plans and does his best to warn Prince John. Unfortunately for Sir Hiss, Prince John usually does not listen and then grows angry with Sir Hiss for allowing him to be tricked. Here are Nutsy and Trigger, a pair of vultures. Nutsy and Trigger are the Sheriff of Nottingham's rather dim-witted henchmen. The two help out during the prince's archery tournament and later accompany the sheriff when he arrests Friar Tuck. In spite of his status as a villain, Nutsy tends to be rather sweet. Trigger is meaner, with a habit of accidentally firing his crossbow. Both ultimately reform and end up guarding the jail for King Richard when he returns. And this is Lady Cluck. Lady Cluck is Maid Marian's lady-in-waiting. She has been with Marian for a long time and often offers her advice about Robin Hood. Lady Cluck is energetic and feisty. She's capable of holding her own in a fight, as she proves when she comes face to face with the sheriff's men. And those are all the Robin Hood characters. Join me next time, and let's hope that you don't fall asleep when I talk about the characters from Sleeping Beauty.